guys, it's something about this fucking Sprouts deodorant. It gives me BO. I think the name of it should be BO.
I don't even put any on ever.
Do you? Oh yeah. Episode 94.
Are we live?
Sponsored by ValleyWideAss.com. ValleyWideGlass.com. Peoria, Glendale, Scottsdale. Mention Timbo Sugar Show. They'll hook you up. Mirrors, glass, whatever you need. Also sponsored by Mudwater. This morning I woke up, made an AeroPress, heated up a little bit of oat milk, put some honey in it, and then put a scoop of this Mudwater in it. The ingredients, there's turmeric, cinnamon, cacao, lion's mane, cordyceps mushrooms, and chaga reishi for immune and stress. 100% USDA organic. Mention Timbo Sugar Show for 15% off, and they already pay for shipping. Shipping? I enjoy that shit a lot. I've been using it every day, and I like it a lot.
Got it tasting bomb?
It tasted superb. I got to make you one. Like when you said the chai from Union was good, wait till I make it with this Mudwater.
We'll see. I'll be the judge.
And sponsored by Mito Red Light, MitoRedlight.com. Red light therapy. I've heard about red light therapy from a lot of different people. Looked up the benefits. Found out Mito Red Lights in Scottsdale. Messaged them. Sugar and I went up and grabbed one, and I'm on my second day of it.
Same.
And yeah, it's fucking frying my titties up good. Boom, 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 giving me freckles and shit.
Hell yeah, that's lit.
But Ben Greenfield was raving about. I've read a whole article about how he puts his nutsack on it.
Dude, I was.
Were you?
Yeah.
Put your nutsack. I just spreaded my butthole.
You're fucking. That's too far. Dude.
But Mito Red Light, Timbo Sugar Show, 5% discount off any device you decide to buy. Mito Red Light, some pretty bomb stuff they're adding into our routines.
Yeah, definitely, most definitely.
So
we got a full day ahead of us. Ufc Countdowns here. We're let's see, how many days are we out? It's July 22nd. I got a little countdown right here. We're 24 days out. Shit, I should start training.
Fuck that. Why would you train?
I'm good. Countdowns here. Supposedly, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure after this episode comes out, we'll know more. But UFC hit me up the other day and said, hey, can we come down and do the countdown? We do it for the co-main event and the main event. Mm-hmm. I'm like, sure, I ain't the co-main event, though. And they're like, that's what we heard. So, I don't know. That's a legendary card. Usually when I'm on the card, I'm like, I'm the fucking main event. Mm-hmm. But Stipe versus DC trilogy for the heavyweight championship of the world. And if I am the co-main event, that's going to be legendary.
Big, dude. That's going to be legendary. If you go starch fucking Cheeto in a minute on a co-main event,
it'll be sweet. That's going to
be
sweet.
Fucking sweet. Bought a new cage. Literally last week, we didn't know where we were going to really train for this fight. COVID's going fucking crazy in Phoenix. I'm like, it's going to be a fucking miracle if we make it to the fight, if we're training the way we are now, just being around people.
That's the thing. Like you told me, like, let's just get to the fight. I'm back-to-back fight camps. I'm continuing to train throughout right after those fights. And we're right back into fight camp. So let's just make it there. So, yeah, and you're right. So
I was impressed. Within 4 days, Imran helped us find a cage from Vegas. A couple of the soldiers, Chris Hobbit, and then Chris Quinones.
Quintero. You're so stupid.
They fucking rented a U-Haul, Sugar booked them flights, went to Vegas, shipped it back.
Dude, yeah, and I had to take lead on putting that thing up. I was the master leader.
It was impressive. I was curious to how you were going to lead it and not just go flop to the floor and say, help.
Dude, no, when I need to get shit done, I get shit done, even if it is construction work.
But that cage rolled up about, what, 9:30 on Friday night?
Yeah.
Unloaded it,
and then a couple of us stayed till like 11:30. We're stumped on this issue. We're like, all right, we need to go get some rest, come back. Came back, we're still stumped for about half hour, and think light bulb went off. Figured out what it needed to do.
The next day.
Got that bitch up about 7 hours later. It took us forever. It came with 0 instructions.
Dude.
And we got it up. And we were supposed to spar Saturday. Didn't end up sparring. I was legitimately tuckered out from working a full construction job. So I didn't spar Saturday. Took Sunday off. Then we ended up sparring. Monday was the first day training in it. Trained in it yesterday. It's Wednesday. We're about to train in it again. So we're going to get a good amount of use out of it.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. The cage is fucking quality, and I was impressed as fuck that you guys got it together as solid as you did.
Yeah, it was in it. Like I said, I'm like, that was kind of fun for me. It was like I'm not a handyman, but believe it or not, I can't put shit together.
The most stressful part, though, is when you can't figure out one of the little things, and you're like, I don't know if we'll ever figure it out.
Well, dude, I was telling the group we were with, I'm like, one of us has to have the idea to make this work. It's gonna work. One of us just have to think of the idea. Every idea is gonna be a good idea, even if it sounds stupid. Throw it out there, and we'll just keep spitballing ideas. And we got her to figure it out. But yeah,
that was fucking.
It's
lit.
so I've wanted a cage for so long. Just like I thought it'd be so fucking sweet to have my own cage, and now it's just in the back of our pod studio. It's two tits.
It is fucking two
Dude,
tits.
jerseys this will be already out, but these go live in under 2 hours. 100 of them, limited edition. I'm curious to see how they go. I'm excited. It's gonna be litty.
Oh, they're gonna go. Like I said, they're gonna be big fucking vintage one day.
And number 69 and number 420, we're gonna auction off Friday at noon for 24 hours. So, dude, it's gonna be. I'm so curious to who gets it. It's gonna be sweet, dude. I watched my old fight against Jose, and then I watched my fight against Eddie. The crowd, dude, I miss it. Oh, like bad. It's like sad thinking that the crowd's not gonna be there when I drop Cheeto. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Dude, I know.
That's part of watching that Michael Jordan documentary, seeing the crowd go wild when he hits a shot. I'm like, dude, I'm missing out on so much of that when I'm dropping people and they're falling like that, and the crowd, and seeing Sugar jerseys in the crowd. Oh,
or the fucking rainbow froze.
Oh, the rainbow froze, just like the Sugar takeover, like Connor had with Ireland. I feel like the crowd's just gonna be Sugar when it gets back. But
for some people though, dude, some people are probably pumped with no crowd.
Easier for them.
Like I said, when you walk out to that arena, you're in that cage, and that 25,000 people screaming towards that one area, that amount of energy, you can't even fucking explain it, dude.
Dude, it's like, yeah.
But then you walk out to the cage in the Apex, and it's just going to be just like fighting here.
Dude, it's
just
silent,
like sparring.
basically. It's just quiet, and yeah. Either way, I perform, not worried about that. It's just way cooler having the fans there in the audience, especially because let's talk about that Jordan documentary a little bit. Because how many episodes have you watched?
3.
I watched 2. Dude, I'm like, I want to be Michael Jordan of the UFC, dude. That show gets me so fired up when I watch that. I'm like just sitting there like this.
Well, that's what I was telling Jesus. I'm like, dude, MJ was such an athletic freak, but then backed by that mindset and that work ethic. Look what it turned him into.
It was funny when he brought up him and his brothers. They would fight when they would play games. Any game me, Michael, and Daniel would play would turn into a fucking fight because we were all 3 so competitive. We couldn't even play games. We'd just get in fights. But it was funny listening to them talk about that.
You're on episode 2.
I'm going to be on episode 3 now.
Episode 3 is about Dennis Rod.
Oh, that'll be good.
And that fucker going off. Yeah,
that'll
he's
be good.
pimp.
Yeah. I didn't even, I never even, it's sweet watching all of those interviews and the game-winning shots because I didn't fucking know any of that shit.
Because all that footage was just released during that show, so someone had all that footage and they put it all together for that, or what?
Yeah, it must have been. That's so sweet. Legendary shit.
It is fucking
Why is his
sweet.
eyes so goddamn red all the time? Is that stress?
Cocaine, maybe? Well, no, he was saying he didn't do much of the coke, huh? When he was fresh out of college.
Much of it. He was saying he didn't do any of it, didn't drink at the time, didn't smoke.
Fresh out of college, and then he was going to these parties, and there was just bitches and coke.
Yeah, like, I need to leave. I'm guilty of these guys.
Damn, I would be like, I need to stay.
I need to get my D sucked and then dip. That's what I've been thinking.
But I think a lot of people are going to start wanting their own cages, a lot of different fighters and stuff, especially with COVID in Phoenix and all the crazy shit going on.
But where are they going to put it? We lucked out. Shout out to Highway 85. This is where our podcast studio. It's literally through the next door in the warehouse. And he's like, yeah, throw it up there for the fight camp. So we're so lucky.
Oh yeah, we got the fucking setup right now. Trying to deal with what team we're going to team up with for the podcast. That's been
Yeah.
a little bit stressful / fun that we're in that situation
Yeah.
that those guys want us, you know. It'll be
Because
sweet.
they're like, dude, we want to help you guys go to the next level, especially coming up on episode 100. The fan base is there, the audience is there. We want to stoop it up. But
I watched Cheeto and
Song
last night because I like taking different rips of different strains and watching the fights, and just watching that last night is like,
That's why you text me that?
yeah,
Don't say it. But yeah, I think that's a good idea.
it's 100% what he's got to do.
Yeah.
It's what he's got to do, or he's fucked.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good though. I'm fucking pumped, dude.
Especially
How many
home,
weeks do
man.
we leave?
We leave in 2.
Leave in fucking 2 weeks. 2 weeks of work. We got Taquino coming in today just for a private session. Me, you, and him. Do some pads. Do some different positional drilling on the ground. It's gonna be money. So when you were an amateur coming up, say your 9th fight as an amateur in Helena, Montana, little shithole.
Don't.
No, sorry, it's the capital. But what was your fight camp like?
We fought multiple times a month. There was no such thing as a fight camp. I didn't know that was a thing.
So training for the fight.
If I'm like, oh,
what did
sweet,
you
I got
do?
to fight in 2 weeks. I'm like, all right, let's just. I was constant. Nothing changed. Like, we were doing the same workouts.
But what did it consist of? Say it's Monday, you got to fight.
We trained. Let me think. I think we trained Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. I think, if I recall. Monday, Tuesday, Friday,
Wednesday,
Saturday.
Thursday, you're chilling, smoking cigarettes, and just kicking it.
No, the thing about me, I did my own shit too. And the other TPG guys probably didn't. I would go to the crossroads and do sprints. My sprints consisted of 1 minute on, 1 minute off, 10 times,
It's pretty tight.
and it was tough.
Fuck yeah.
At a sprint, 10 whatever the treadmill went up to. So I was doing my own stuff. I'd run at my parents' house, hit the bag at the gym by myself. So I was training Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Still, since I was probably 16, I've been doing that pretty consistently.
Yeah, that's why I liked going to Portland with the sports lab and then Team Quest and then the lab and seeing how the different fight camps are, their schedule for the team and the fight camp, because everyone's is different.
Yeah.
I liked it at Team Quest. We would train twice on Monday, twice on Tuesday, Wednesday completely off, twice on Thursday, twice on Friday. At the sports lab, though.
What about Saturday? Did you spar Saturday?
Spar Saturday with
Okay.
one partner. The coach would text you the night before, and my partner was Mike Pierce. Motherfucker was an animal, dude. He was 200 pounds, like 4-5-0 in the UFC. He was 5'9", and his back was like this wide. And his style,
like me, kinda.
his style was hold you against the fence.
That's
Take you down
sick
and hold
style.
you against the fence. And every fucking Friday, they'd say Mike Pierce versus Tim, 3 rounds. I'm like, fuck.
So you're sitting there stuffing your face Friday night going, all right, here we go.
Yeah. But then, Friday they'd have you do 1 half-hour flow round with your partner.
Oof.
And then in the morning on that Friday, they'd have you row 10,000 meters.
Did you do it or did you cheat?
I'd get to about 9,000, 9,500, and my spine and my back was just
9,000,
crumbled.
9,500.
And I'd just fucking roll off that thing and just... That couldn't have been healthy, dude.
I like
couldn't
the
have been
train
healthy.
twice Monday, train twice Tuesday, because, like, it's Wednesday right now. I trained hard twice Monday, trained hard twice yesterday. Today sounds like it'd be nice to take off. But when you're in fight camp, you got to push it a little more.
Yeah, because we're still kind of playing with it. That's the nice thing about having coaches and the fight camp revolved around you only.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, how are you feeling today? Let's work around that.
Yeah.
Not just a random team practice where we show up and you just got to grind.
Dude,
even
I
though you're feeling like
hated that shit.
But it was good at the time.
Yeah.
I think
To get my skills where they needed to be.
having all those different partners, having those
Different looks, yeah.
Because I think there's a point when you're beginning in your career, you just have to learn that fucking grind.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then,
yeah, for sure.
you know, and not just like, oh, well, I'm sore today and I'm 20 years old and I'm sore, so I'm going to take the day off. But it's like, dude, if
You
your
gotta
skills
know.
aren't to that certain point, you got to fucking train twice a day,
You gotta
sometimes 3.
be so in tune with your body to know when you have to take a day off, when you need rest, or when you're like, I'm sore, but I'm pretty mentally tired too, but I can train today.
Yeah.
And then when there's days like, dude, I shouldn't train, I'm going to get hurt. My body can't
Mm-hmm.
do what it needs to do today. and knowing that is important.
Yeah, for sure.
We got Blind Fury coming on.
Oh, I can't fucking wait.
I found Blind Fury on YouTube recommended, just kind of, because I'll watch random freestyles on YouTube just like randomly, and I seen Blind Fury, and I just seen like, it was like, I think it was a thumbnail. I'm like, oh shit, this motherfucker actually blind? And it was the rap battles, and I clicked on one, and I'm like, oh, how is this dude not more famous? He's insane, and he's just got. He's got such a sick flow, and he can actually sing too. He's a good voice. So I started watching a bunch of his shit, and then I seen it, Blind Fury live on YouTube. So I chime in on my YouTube. I'm like, Blind Fury, you the GOAT. And they're like, and they have someone reading it for him. I think I did see him read something. I want to ask him how blind he is. I don't know if that's mean, but I'm curious. But yeah, so we're like, dude, we got to get you on the pod.
And he blew up from the MTV rap battles. I was reading.
Yeah.
But he was born with like a cleft foot. He was born like super fucked up. He had to go to a certain kind of school.
I don't know if you can say that.
No, but that's for real.
Yeah, you're right,
a certain kind of school, and then got fixed up to get to where he's at, and to be able to rap that clean and that fucking fire is tight.
Dude, and
I'm pumped to interview him.
when he's doing his freestyles, and then he starts singing too in the middle of it, I'm like, go, let's go. Dude, I want someone that can just freestyle that I can hang out with once in a while. I'm like, hey, check me out. And they're like, nah. I'm like, all right, you go. Something like that would be sick. I can flow.
Dude.
I can flow in my head. When I flow in my head, it's top knot bars, guaranteed. But yeah,
Fuck, you get me fired up. Let's just call him right now.
He's sitting there fucking waiting.
Yeah. Let's see if this camera can. Or we're just gonna use
Oh
the
shit! I got
camera
a
on
hotspot.
here.
Here, wait. I got a hotspot.
Okay, cuz.
All right, wait, cuz. Boom. Should be iPhone. In a sec.
Joshua Ruiz.
Yeah, that's me. Click out and then click again, man, dude. Hey, not there. Oh, there it is.
Alright,
Yeah.
we ready to ring him?
You gotta record it? You got screen recorded? Oh shit.
Right here, Jay.
Oh,
Yeah, so when you
Alright,
pick
tell
this
me.
up, just press that.
B!
Blind Fury in the building!
What's up? What's up?
Blind, baby, how we doing?
What's up, dog?
What's up, homie?
That studio's pimping.
That shirt's pimping, faded, my dude.
Thanks, bro. What's up, man?
Not much, dog. Chilling. Where's your studio at? What state?
Yo, we're in South Carolina right now, bro.
Sunglasses?
Fuck yeah, South Carolina, let's go.
Is this your pad or what?
Nah, this is my homeboy Troy's pad. Actually, this is his garage.
That's a tight
set up. We're
setup.
building it into the studio.
That's fucking tight, dude.
Slowly but surely, man. You know, we're doing this shit a little bit, man.
Yes, sir.
That's pimping. So Sugar, explain where you
Dude,
found Blind Fury at.
I was just on YouTube watching random videos like I do, and every once in a while I'll just type in some freestyles, and because I enjoy listening to freestyles. I think it's so fucking awesome listening to someone be able to just go like that. And then you popped up in the rap battles, and I'm like, bullshit. I click on it,
Yeah.
and you were just roasting those dudes, and I was like, holy shit. So I went on a binge watch. I spent hours watching all of them, and then I saw you were live on YouTube, and I was like, Blind Fury to go, and then now we're here, so this is fucking awesome.
Now we're
dude.
here, and it's the fucking Timbo and Sugar show. That's what the fuck it is, man.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
what's up, man? So what was your childhood like growing up and shit?
It was very interesting. It was full of a lot of music. It was I was figuring out a lot of things, trying to find a niche. Hold on, I'm texting back and forth with broads and shit. My bad.
I feel ya. Yeah, your dick
I
sucking
shouldn't be
that
doing
camera
this shit,
right now. So am I.
Damn.
Word, ain't nothing wrong with that shit.
So
That's
who-
what GOAT motherfuckers do, right?
Exactly.
So, my childhood was really musical. I taught myself to play pianos and keyboards and organs and things like that. And I sort of figured out that I had a knack for rhyming and words and just putting things together and having a real
How
appreciation
old
for
were
like.
you at that point when you started doing that? The rap.
What about it?
What?
What about it?
How old were you when you figured out you could start putting words together like that?
I was about 7, I think, when I first realized, yo, I can fucking do this. Well, here's what I remember. I remember that, all right, let's see, let's back up a little bit. I was about 3 when 2 Live Crew was out, and they had a song called Hey, We Want Simplicity. And I had memorized the lyrics to that song at 3 years old, and I sang it in front of my mom, and she beat the ever-loving shit out of me at the time, right? Which I totally appreciate now, because looking back on it, that's really what made me love hip-hop. I was like, oh, wow, this shit'll get you in trouble. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, then, like, you know, I would hear beats, and I would hear, you know, songs and shit, listen to the radio, and I remember Criss Cross had that song called Jump out. You know, Jump, Jump, the Mac Daddy, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So, like, I guess I was around 6 or 7 when I was like, hey, I can miggity Mac. That's not hard. I can do that.
That's
Like,
sweet.
and it was just real cool for me. So that's what I did, you know, and I got into it. And I was like, I can teach myself this and really, like, grow and explore with it.
So he was your biggest influence, probably?
My biggest influence was a lot of Busta Rhymes back then, honestly. Because once I heard Busta Rhymes rapping, I was like, this motherfucker's saying some shit nobody ever, and he said it in a way that he just never heard before. So you're like, fuck, this shit's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Damn,
that's fucking
that's
tight.
so sweet.
How'd you get the opportunity to get on rap battles?
Funny story. I have, okay, well, down here in the small town that we live in, we used to have this club open. It was called Pizzazz. We call it Zazzos now. We don't call it Pizzazz no more. And after the football games, after the high school football games on Friday night, they would have like team parties at the Pizzazz, and like once a month they would have these rap battles, and it was a local thing. And for a long time, I didn't have a rap name. You know, I was just Blind Steve. You know, from over there across the bridge, Lugoff, be rapping and shit. So, so my homeboy, who's a movie buff, you know, his parents owned a movie store. He had saw this Rutger Hauer movie called Blind Fury. It's about this blind assassin who came back from Vietnam and shit, like cutting motherfuckers up. And he sounds exactly like Jadakiss the rapper. He came to me, he was like, yo, check this out, yo. We gonna call you Blind Fury, yo. That's your name, B. Yo, cause you blind, you be cutting motherfuckers a new asshole, yo. You be ripping them to shreds, yo. So I'm like, word, that's what's up. Blind Fury it is. And I tried to change it a few times over the years. It didn't quite work out for me, you know, like I wanted. So it stuck. And then, well, people heard about me, you know, through word of mouth. I picked up a, you know, management position at the time, not for me, but like I picked up a situation. I had some management, and you know, they kind of pulled some strings, got me on MTV, like right out of high school, right out of college actually. Like I was in college and walked in to my English professor one day and was like, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm about to be on MTV next month. I quit. I'm leaving. So then I went on MTV. I lost, you know, that knocked me down a few pegs. I took some time to reevaluate, make some music, came back into the whole BET circuit, the 106 and Park shit. Like, I'm sort of like the comeback kid, Sugar, like, in a way, because, like, I've been knocked down a whole bunch of times, man, and I always find a way to just bounce back.
That's life, baby.
That's life, baby.
That's fucking pimping.
Sweet.
So
dude.
what age you start kind of making a living and making money rapping and shit?
Well, I wouldn't even say that I'm still making a living necessarily right now.
We're trying to blow Blind Fury up, baby. We're trying to get you where you belong.
Exactly. I think that right now, you know, with the vlog that me and Troy are doing, you know, with Blind Fury TV, you know, and with everything that's going on in that, you know, area right there, I think that I'm slowly beginning to build up, you know, where I need to be and kind of start making a little bit of a satisfactory level of income, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, every day, one day at a time, man, step by step, little by little.
That's fucking pimping. So what are your daily routines like and shit? When you wake up, what's the first thing on Blind Fury's schedule?
Beat off.
Besides
don't
get
lie,
bitches
don't
and get
lie.
Smoke some weed.
Yeah. When was the first time you smoked weed, actually?
The first time I smoked weed, I was 13, right? And I don't think I smoked it right.
Put it in your ass, probably not.
I didn't get high. I swear to God, I don't think I got high the first time I smoked pot.
Damn.
You know, but now the second, third, and fourth time after that, yeah, I got really high. But, you know.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, that's tight. So back to them routines. You wake up Monday morning, Blind Fury, what's on the schedule?
I write some rhymes, probably do a little laundry, eat a little bit of breakfast, you know, call this female that I'm dealing with and chop it up with her for a little while, you know, smoke some weed, play some beats, then eventually hit up Troy, like, hey dude, what are you doing? You know, and then kind of go from there, just whatever happens. I really just go with it, whatever the fuck.
Flow?
You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
That's fucking sweet.
That's tight though. You're your own boss. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
I mean, that's the only way to be in life is your own boss, man.
Yes,
What are you
sir.
sipping? A Budweiser?
No, this is not a Budweiser. This is an IPA.
Damn, the dark shit.
Woo.
Mm-hmm. This is an Elysian Space Dust IPA.
I was watching the live. You were trying to go. How many hours did you end up going live for that freestyle? It was like 13 or something?
I went 13 hours, all the way into, and I came out the gate like you, Sugar. You know what I'm saying? I came out the gate fucking slinging. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing my shit, bro. And after about 12 hours in, I was like, you know what? I probably should have paced myself a little bit. This is getting hard.
Mental fatigue, dude, for sure.
Yeah, mental fatigue for sure. That's why, look, I don't see how Rogan does interviews with people for like 3.5 hours. Sometimes I'm like, fuck, dude, how do you do that?
We were on one of his podcasts, and it was about 3 hours. But dude, it goes fast when you're talking.
It does,
It went pretty fast, but yeah. He does one every day pretty much for 3 hours.
Yeah.
That would be tough.
Oh, gee. I can't imagine. I mean, but, Rogan interviews a lot of interesting people who have a lot of interesting things to say, so it really does carry a lot. I don't think that Rogan by himself could talk for 3 hours.
Woo. Yeah, that'd be tough. That would definitely be tough.
Now, he does do an hour of stand-up, here and there,
That's
so
true.
I don't know.
Maybe he could.
Maybe.
Yeah. We need to get blind. We need to get blind on the Rogue podcast.
For real.
Dude, Sugar, let me tell you something. That is one of my goals in life, is to get on the Rogan podcast. See, I want to do it with Joey Diaz. Have you ever heard of Joey Diaz?
Oh, fuck yeah. Big Joey Diaz,
Dude,
of course.
Fucking Coco is amazing. Let me tell you something, Joe Rogan. Listen, Joe Rogan. This one time I ate these 4 stars. I was in the gym. I was practicing.
Damn, that sounds pretty good.
Look, right?
That's fucking good. What's your favorite instrument to play?
Pretty much, I like to play the piano a lot. I'm really into playing that because I'm very good at it. I'm very well versed with it.
And you taught yourself basically to play that?
Yeah.
That's fucking sweet.
I was born with something that they call perfect pitch, so I'm able to hear something and then immediately play it.
God damn, that's sweet.
That's pimping. You ever tried mushrooms?
Dude, I love Zoomers. You have no fucking idea. Like, psychedelics are great. Now, there was a point in time when I took this really heroic dose of Zoomers one night, and I was riding around with my friend Troy, and I kind of sort of thought I was going to die for a second, because, I was sweating, but I was cold, and I was nauseous, and I was, really weak. And so I had him riding with the air conditioner on and the windows down at the same time. I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, I'm not eating them shits no more. Give me about 2 months later, and I was like, hey, man, this is Zoomer shit. What's up, dude?
That's tight.
That's fucking badass. What do you think about 6ix9ine?
I don't. I typically try not to. Now, what I will say is this. I commend, and let me try, I commend his hustle to have been able to go to prison, to, be facing what he faced, and to rat and come home and make 1 billion streams, in the first day. Insane.
Sure.
I commend that. But I try not to think about Tekashi all that much.
He doesn't have the lyrical skill as you, but he grinds and hustles, and he's doing something right as far as getting views and
but he's got an energy about him too, bro. He's got this really devil may care type of energy, bro, and it's contagious. A 6ix9ine song will come on, bro, and you don't even gangbang. You'll find yourself just pumping your fist and throwing gang signs up and
shit. We'd be cruising to the gym pretending we're fucking gangsters.
What's your best mimic of 6ix9ine?
I tell a bitch, don't dick ride, don't click ride, get your bitches on the wet side of the thick boom boom. That shit, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Dude, that was giving me hype, boy.
Yeah, I would
fucking jam. That's what I'm saying. You start throwing your fists and throwing gang signs and all kind of shit, man. Hitting kettlebells up and all types of fucking shit.
Fuck yeah.
Looking like fucking Brian Callen and shit. Oh yeah, man. I work out and I listen to 6ix9ine. You know Tekashi, man.
Brian Callen, he's fucking funny.
Dude, Brian Callen's hilarious. He's one of those guys that when you hear him talk, at first you don't want to believe his stories because you always know that one guy who's done everything or seen everything or knows somebody that's, but he's legit. He's the real deal.
Do you listen to very many podcasts? And if you do, who's your favorite?
Well, of course, I listen to Coco's podcast, Joey Diaz. Of course, I listen to Rogan. I listen to the Joe Budden podcast as well.
Nice.
I'm really into the Duncan Trussell Family Hour. Are you familiar?
Oh yeah,
that's good.
I also like Your Mom's House.
Yep.
Tom Segura and Christina P. I like Burt's podcast. Burt Kreischer's great. Him and Bill Burr, they have a thing going. The Bill Burr podcast, and that's amazing. So there's a lot of shit I get into, man.
Did you listen to one of the recent ones with Rogan and the UFO guys? That shit.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
UFO shit is kind of sketchy, man, because I don't know, man. I mean, anything that you can't identify technically as a UFO.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. People's stories, and when you get with a person like Rogan, who is good at interviewing, he'll bring it out of you whether you're lying or not. You know what I'm saying? And he'll poke holes all in your story. Like, he'll allow you to speak in things, but, he'll totally, get into your shit. Well, like, why is that? And how did you find out this? And who told you? Know what I'm saying? Where did that come from? And so on and so forth. It's not so much like Alex Jones where I've got the documentation right here. The drones are flying right now. They're putting poisonous gas out in the atmosphere. InfoWars right here.
Hey, Blind Fury, when's the first time you heard about the Sugar Show?
Well,
probably when I popped in on that YouTube vid, huh?
Well, no, I had heard about you, right? But I had never knew that you had a podcast, right?
Right.
So then when I got to talking, to a couple of friends of mine who are actually real MMA enthusiasts and shit, and they were like, yo, you gonna do the Sugar Show? Man, that's fucking dope. That's big.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, word, that's what's up then. You know what I'm saying? So here we are.
Dude, fuck yeah. All right, well, do you think we gotta go train here soon? Do you think you could leave us with like a short little freestyle?
You kind of put me on the spot.
If not all good, baby. If not all good.
All right, no, I got you. Let's see. No beat, right? Check this out.
You wanna? Yeah. If you wanna throw a beat on, throw a beat on. If you wanna go acapella.
Throw me a beat on real quick, man. I'm gonna do something special. Make sure you guys put all my social media. Sugar, make sure that you put my YouTube link into the fucking descriptions of the shit. You know what I'm saying?
We did. That's why we got you on here, so we can start promoting you and shit.
Oh, you got it.
All right. I got the beat on. You hear that beat?
Let's hear it. We got it.
Yo, got this beat. Look, I'm about to make a theme song right here. Hey, yo, check it out. Yo, hit him with that arm bar. Whoop whoop like a juggalo. It's Blind Fury interviewing with the Sugar Show. Got the homie Timbo slicing them like Kimbo. And I'm ripping any motherfucking instrumental. I'ma tap my foot and I'ma wave my hand. I'ma roll a blunt, then pass it to the fan. Y'all know who the fuck it is. It's me and the motherfucking Sugar. You already know that I'm spitting that killer. Switching up switches, sipping some liquor. Yeah, I'm about to hook up on them, brother. Cut a promo like Rogan. I mean Hogan. Y'all know me and I'm straight up chronic smoking. I'm about to quit it right here. I'm gonna pass the blunt through the Skype and let you hit it right here.
Oh! Hey, let's go, Blind, baby! Blind Fury, boom!
That's the shit, bro.
Woo!
Shout out to you, Sugar, man. I appreciate you having me on the podcast, man.
Yes, sir. We'll get all your
Hey, man,
socials
look,
posted,
put a
baby.
word in with me for Rogan, alright?
Yes, sir. Got you, baby.
Hey, good to meet you,
All right,
Blind. We'll
man.
talk to you
Good
soon,
to meet
dude.
you, bro.
Peace out, brother.
Peace.
So I just stopped it, and I think it's good now.
God damn it, that was tight.
I just stopped the call recorder. That was fire.
That was sweet. Well,
Dude,
next
just
time you talk,
out-
don't spit on me.
What was that?
Are we still live on a pod? Let's go. God dang it. Is my mic still good?
Dude.
It's off. Okay.
Blind
Dude,
was
Blind, that was
popping.
sweet, dude.
That
was-
is such a fucking skill. Put me on the spot, and then he just hit
Put
it
me on
out.
the spot. Oh, God, that was sweet, dude. What do they say? Being an athlete. Athletes always want to be rappers, and rappers always want to be athletes. Good thing I'm both, baby.
That's the truth.
Yeah, I
Who
keep
got
mine
you
in my
so
head,
hyped
though.
about rapping? Because you've always been into that shit.
Just, I don't know. I don't keep up very much. Like, my little brother will be like, hey, you listening to the new albums? I'm not super into it like that. But freestyles I've always thought were so fucking sweet because I tried to do it. And I'm like, that's hard. To be able to think that far ahead while you're saying something else. I'm like, dude, I can hardly read a book, let alone
Oh, I know.
spit. No, so, but dude, just spitting like that is so sweet and having different flows. He can go, I've watched so many different ones of him where he can change up. He'll be going slow, hit it with a fast, hit it with like singing. And then, oh, dude, it's so sweet.
That's
I don't know
next
why
level.
I think.
What was he talking about? The 13-hour thing?
He was trying to do the Guinness World Record for 36 hours freestyling, and it was live on his YouTube. And I was I was watching every once in a while, hour 2, hour 4, hour 12. I looked back, and it was over. So he quit at 13. But
damn,
watching him try to rap with 12 hours, he was like just try to force stuff, and it was still pretty sick. But you could tell he's fucking mentally fatigued,
shit, dude.
But yeah, Mr. Blind Fury. That's sweet. We can find interesting people like that, and then ask them to be on the podcast, and they're jacked.
And just chat it up. Yeah, that's fucking sweet.
That was so sweet. 'Cause I wonder. I hope he gets, like, all you guys watching this, go check out Blind Fury shit, dude. He seems like he's grinding, trying to make it work, but hopefully, he has the right people surrounding him.
Yeah.
Dude.
His buddy Troy. Got that studio
Troy
and shit.
Got the studio. He obviously doing his best. So hopefully, people.
He's fucking skilled, and when you're skilled, it's just like you said about being around the right people.
Yeah, but dude, that motherfucker can spit.
That was fire. I was listening to that Naval thing you sent me yesterday, thinking about like the Mayan civilization, and I was like, I've heard of that briefly, and I looked it up on Wikipedia. I'm like, damn, they don't know much about that whole civilization that was wiped out. I don't even know how it got wiped out, though. I didn't get to that part.
Dude, it was... It's so weird thinking about the ancient civilizations that got wiped out. Especially when they talk about... They could have technology... They could have had technology that we don't have now, that we haven't figured out yet.
Yeah.
That's how they could have built the pyramids or whatever. And then you think about the Bible, and it talks about the flood, and it all makes... It's crazy, because when I thought about the Bible for the longest time, I'm like, that's just all made-up shit.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily all made-up shit. It's stuff that happened in different perspectives, and some people might have been on shrooms.
What was the Bible written, I think, 3,000 years ago?
Shit, dude, I don't know, bro. That's Jesus Christ. I
don't even fucking know either. But that's why I wish I would have paid attention a little bit more in history. But they probably weren't even teaching that kind of shit in like high school history.
Dude, I remember being in history class and thinking, this is the dumbest. Why would I care
about
what happened? What happened? I'm looking at the future. I should have a future class. I'll pay attention to that. Dude.
A future class? That's the truth, G.
That the rational optimist, though, that was the thing you sent me, or had me listen to when he was talking about that. That shit's so good. Being like, don't be that pessimistic fucking friend. Don't be that person that's always trying to bring shit down. Like, think big. I'm like, damn, I'm thinking big.
Dude, yeah, because how many times in Montana did you have people saying, what? Like, your little pipe dream that you have in your mind? Like, dude, don't think like that. Switch your thinking. Get
I was
a normal
constantly told, because I'm like, I want to go to, when I first wanted to move out of Montana, I wanted to go to California. I thought of Team Alpha Male. That's what I first thought about, because I only knew Uriah Faber. I'm like, I'm gonna go to California. I'm just gonna train, and everyone at the gym, for the most part, besides a couple people, like Team Proof Against Johnny Aho was always like, yeah, fuck yeah, you're gonna be world champ. You can knock out George St. Pierre. I'm like, fuck yeah. But for the other team, the other gym, I'm not gonna say their names, but they're like, dude, you're gonna be a small fish in a big pond. And in my head, I'm like, good. That's where I'm gonna grow. But in their minds, they were like, you're gonna get fucked up. It's not gonna be good. I'm like, you're projecting your pussy ass thoughts on me. Like, I'm not gonna think like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is too.
And then even my mom talking about like, and being smart about money and saying like, hey, what happens if you can ever fight? I'm like, Mom, I'm not even thinking about that. I have thought about that. I have the security that if that happens, I'm okay. But I'm past thinking about that. I'm thinking about how am I gonna keep growing? How am I gonna keep getting better? How am I gonna keep making more money? And I'm not stuck in that, oh shit, what if I fucking break both my legs? I can't fight, blah, blah, blah. Getting stuck in that thought pattern and just continuing to think about that. Waking up and thinking, oh shit, what am I gonna do with this? I'm thinking, okay, what am I gonna do after I knock out Cheeto? What am I gonna do after I knock out Coach? Like, I'm thinking about all these other things in a healthy way.
Yeah. And having all those thoughts and stuff, I think at that age that we kind of both started reading together.
Yeah.
Kind of started reading Champion's Mind and stuff. You're
Mind
like,
Gym.
oh, okay, like, damn, these are the tools I can have. Other people are going through or have went through similar shit as me, and this is the mindset I should have going through this shit. I think it helped a lot.
Dude, a ton. And it's weird when I was reading all those books, I'm like, dude, these books are about sports, but it's it translates to life so much. Like the same mindset you have about for me, competition and training and winning and getting better.
Discipline.
Discipline, it's all translate over to life. And I was sitting in my sauna last night. I'm like, I don't necessarily do all these things to become the best fighter in the world. I'm doing all these things for my own mind to become happy. And like Naval says, it's like, dude, being happy is a skill. Mm-hmm. It's a skill set that you can acquire. And that's what I really like. Dude, when I'm doing those 45-minute sauna sessions, it's not just good for my body, but it's good for my mind. The cold, the stretching, all that shit just happens to help me become the best fighter in the world. But really, I'm doing that shit for my own sanity and just to be happy.
Jesus and I recorded a night. A lot of people liked the morning routine. Jesus and I recorded a night routine, and that'll probably come out on Patreon early sometime this week or next week. But the same thing, that morning routine and that night routine, we have so much time at home, extra time at home, especially with everything going on. It's like, why not fill it up with shit that's good for you?
Dude, for sure, because it's so lazy. I like discipline equals freedom when Jocko said that. That's stuck with me for a long time. I remember hearing that a couple years ago, and it makes so much sense, dude. If I'm disciplined in my routines, I have that freedom in my mind. Mm-hmm.
It seems like even without fighting though, I feel like no matter what you do, if you're disciplined and you're disciplined with your routines, no matter what you're doing, it's going to improve it. And I think it's going to improve your relationships, especially if your partner's doing it with you. I feel like it's going to make you more creative, make you a better person to be around. People want to be around you because you got good fucking energy and you just feel good.
Life's just more fun than being lazy and sitting there. And dude, I know we've talked about it before, but some people just smoke too much weed and it's too easy to get high and not do anything. It happens to me. I'll get high, but whoa, dude, almost forcing yourself to go outside and stretch in the grass when you're high, swim, just doing something. Like yesterday, I completely cleaned the whole house, rearranged shit. All I had was like an edible, and I'm like, and it was fun as fuck to clean. Yeah. I'm like, this is fucking sweet.
And everyone's not in the best situation, but imagine if you have a good morning routine, a good night routine, and then you stay disciplined with your jiu-jitsu. I feel like jiu-jitsu is one thing for sure that you can tell because of the belting system. If you see a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, it's like, damn, that fucker's probably pretty disciplined.
Yeah.
Probably pretty fucking disciplined.
Unless he's been doing jiu-jitsu for 13 years.
Yeah. But then if once you get your black belt, once you start getting really good at jiu-jitsu, you'd be like, damn, I have the discipline to do this sport that's really hard and really fucking challenging and get to the top level. I know what it takes for anything. Now I know I have discipline, and I can apply that discipline to anywhere else in my life.
Dude, yeah.
That's money. I think it's a little bit different too with people our age, or even your age and our age, that younger 22, 21. That's why it pumps me up, given that knowledge that we've just learned from other people to all these younger bucks, and then being like, damn, I'm getting good fucking results.
We didn't just learn it from other people. We learned it and we're putting it into our lives. That's one thing. I hear some people talk about shit. I'm like, you don't do that. You're literally relaying information. You're hearing it from one smart person and just spitting out your mouth to other people. So you have to live that shit.
That's what Uncle Paul says. He's like, dude, knowledge isn't power. Applied knowledge is power.
Good. That's powerful. I'm getting it tatted on my head.
You know what I'm getting tatted on my face.
Really? Dude, I'm getting goat talk. I got a schedule next week. But oh yeah, let's go. We're fighting in a couple weeks. That's about it. We're gonna go train right now. That's it. Hey.
Yep, Patreon's popping. Remember, we just put another highlight vlog. JX pimped out a jiu-jitsu vlog. The night routine's coming up. Patreon's popping. Sugar's jerseys for sale.
We're coming out with the 90s collection too. So if you don't get a jersey, we're coming out with more like a more basic kind of Sugar t-shirt design.
But these are going to be the customs, not made.
There's 100. These are
not
going to
made them again, right?
Yeah. Well, not this kind. I want to do a new jersey for every fight. So if you get all the, that'd be hard though, because they're like 100. I don't know. Good luck.
Yeah. All right, episode 94.
Deuces.